Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I thought I'd share a review with you of a piece of tech that I've actually had for a while now, and it's the Sony MDR-V6 headphones. I actually received these headphones as a gift a while back, so I didn't really know too much about them when I got them, so I did a little bit of research, and it turns out that these are a classic in the world of headphones. The original release date for these things, 1985. These headphones have been on the market for close to 30 years now. You don't see that kind of longevity anywhere in the world of tech, including like phones or laptops or TVs. Nothing lasts that long anymore, and no company will continue selling a certain product for that long. It's just unheard of nowadays. The V6s were actually available up until 2014 when they were discontinued, but they had a solid almost 30-year run of being produced and available. The V6s that were produced in 2014 were the exact same as the headphones that they had been producing back in 1985. They made no changes to them over the course of a 30-year period. They released other models which were slightly improved versions of the V6, but the V6 itself, the original one, was still held its own for almost 30 years. Something interesting to note is that right about the mid-80s, digital audio was starting to become mainstream, and so these were marketed as headphones that were built specifically for supporting digital audio. You can see it right on the side of the ear cups. It says for digital, which I think is kind of funny because nowadays digital audio is the standard, so saying that you support it is kind of assumed when you buy headphones nowadays. So obviously a product that lasted 30 years on store shelves and was continued to be produced has to be pretty good, right? I mean, if it was a bad product, you'd assume it would have been discontinued. So what exactly is special about these headphones that made them last so long? Number one for me has to be the comfort. They're over-ear headphones, not on-ear, which I personally prefer. The cushion used in the ear cup is very comfortable. It's a soft material that fits well around my ears and doesn't bother me when I'm using them for longer periods of time. The ear cup completely surrounds your ear and creates a seal between the cushion on the headphone and the side of your head. That seal is really important for two reasons: for noise isolation and for bass. With the noise isolation, you need to have a perfect seal between your ear and the headphones so that no noise from outside can get into your ear and none of the music playing in the headphones can escape to the outside. So that seal is really important to make the noise isolation happen. I thought the noise isolation was actually pretty good. When playing music, I could barely hear anything going on around me, and even at low volumes, it still muffled the sounds that were happening around me. The noise isolation here obviously won't be as good as active noise canceling that you find on newer headphones, but those also tend to be a whole lot more expensive than these. From a design perspective, the V6s don't really compare to more modern headphones. Since these were originally created over 30 years ago, styles have changed a lot. They do look very dated compared to brand new models from Beats and Bose and even newer Sony headphones. They kind of have the retro look going for them, if that's what you're into, but these won't earn you any style points walking around in public. They're not really a fashion accessory. The ear cups are adjustable though, so you can get the perfect fit for your head size. They do fold up nicely when you want to travel with them, and they come with a bag to put them in. I would really not recommend wearing these headphones if you're going to leave the house or walk around or do any kind of physical activity while you're wearing these headphones, and that's for one big reason, and it's the cord. The cord is just obnoxiously long on these pair of headphones. It's so unnecessary, and they get tangled, and there's really no place to put the extra cord while you're walking around with them, and they get caught and everything. It's really annoying. There's no good place to put the extra length. I tried shoving it in my pocket, but that was kind of uncomfortable, and it also looked pretty weird. It's thick and coiled, making it weigh a lot more than it looks. One advantage to that though is you don't have to worry about frayed wires at all like you do with thinner cables, and the coiled design also gives you some added distance so you can stretch it out if you're plugged in and you need to reach for something without taking off the headphones. Obviously, one of the most important aspects when you're buying a pair of headphones is the sound quality, and in this price range, the V6s are probably the best you can get for under $100. The sound quality was great. From the first time that I put them on, I was impressed with how well they sounded. These headphones do sound really good. It's well balanced and it sounds very natural, and the clarity of the audio is really impressive. Playing on medium volume or anything above that, you can hear every little sound from the music that you're listening to. The bass was really good without being over the top. If you're coming from a pair of Beats or Bose, they may kind of sound lackluster, since those companies boost the bass for a stylistic effect. One thing to keep in mind is that these headphones are studio monitor headphones, and so what that means is that what you hear is basically exactly what was intended. There's no bass boosting or anything. These headphones were clearly geared more towards professionals who edit and record audio, but it doesn't mean that they aren't good for other things, just like regular music and media consumption. These headphones were very clearly geared more towards audio professionals who are recording and editing audio, and you really want a more natural sound when you're recording and editing audio, because that way it doesn't get distorted. If you wear a pair of Beats while you're recording audio, it's going to have distortion because the bass is going to be boosted a lot more. So these studio monitors are basically meant so that you hear exactly what's being recorded, and it gets them a more accurate sound when they're editing. And that would help to explain the really long cord, because if you're using them professionally, you're probably going to be sitting at one computer using these headphones. You're not going to be walking around with them too much, so they don't need to have a cord that's super short and won't get in the way, because they're not going to be walking around with it at all. With that in mind though, I still think they're perfectly fine for general media consumption, because they sound good just listening to music or watching a movie or something on your phone or your computer. It all sounds good. It's not like it was a lackluster sound that I was like, wow, I really wish these sounded better. They sounded great. So it's not like you're sacrificing anything by buying these professional headphones. Overall, I'd highly recommend these for anybody who wants a pair of headphones that they know they're not going to need to take with them and walk around with them. If you have like a specific computer you want to sit and listen to music at, or you just want a pair of headphones for your computer and you don't want to be moving around with them, this is perfect for you. If you're looking to make a fashion statement wearing these, or you want a pair of workout headphones, I would definitely look elsewhere, because these are not going to be for you. But if you don't care about the retro design, maybe you like it and you just want a pair of inexpensive but premium sounding headphones, these are going to be perfect. I really highly recommend them for that. Alright, and that just about does it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.